Ladies and gentlemen, there is a story unraveling in front of our eyes, okay? Let's take a look really quickly at Bitcoin's current price. Now, we're currently breaking new record after new record. In fact, Bitcoin actually has just went up an additional $200 since I was just looking at this. This is the 1-day chart that we're looking at. If we zoom out 1 month, 3 months, year to date, we are seeing massive gains in Bitcoin right now, which is phenomenal to see not only as a holder, but also as a holder of a stock that benefits greatly from this move. Robinhood. See, Robinhood just showed off their monthly metrics in October. However, a lot of what's actually happening in Bitcoin is moving in just the last couple of weeks in November. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of these statistics for October. First off, we have funded accounts, which actually went up 90,000 members month over month. Okay. We don't get to see what percentage of those accounts are resurrected old users or how many have churned off the platform. It's just a pure net 90,000 new funded accounts. Okay. Asset under custody has also climbed to a new high of $159.7 billion. Net deposits has also climbed up once again to a new high of $5.2 billion, getting back to that 41%, or over 40% growth rate year over year. And then cash sweep is also hitting new highs, and specifically in gold cash sweep, which is very exciting as well at 24.8 billion. Okay. More people putting cash, getting ready like dry powder into these markets. Now, look at this as well. Equity notional volumes hitting unbelievable highs, nearly 20% higher than their last high in July. Now, this isn't as high, this isn't comparing to back in 2021, which was also seeing great volumes back then as well. But option contracts as well, selling almost at their very highest, second highest compared to July as well. Crypto, 5.6 billion, not nearly as crazy as the March of nearly $23.6 billion traded in retail hands in crypto back in March. So we have a long ways to go till we hit those types of levels. But as you can see, from February to March, we went from 6.5 billion to 23.6 billion. So it can really climb if retail investors get back into the, sort of crypto trading space. Margin book, also another brand new high, $6.2 billion of people that, want a little leverage in their portfolio. This is probably also due to their ability to offer 2% match for people that are bringing over $10,000 or more in margin. Okay. So very, very exciting. But instead of just looking at those numbers, I wanted to dive a little bit deeper and talk about what this could mean in the financials of the business, actually talk some revenue. Okay. So for the longest time, they have been able to track what their trading volumes are. And then based off the amount that they earn, we can track what their actual take rates are. So we're able to actually look, and here, let's bring this out a little bit. Let's drop it down here. So based on their equity notional volumes, options contracts traded, and crypto notional volumes, we can see how much their actual transactional margins are and how much that makes up for a total percentage of revenue. Now, I went ahead and actually expanded this for October and then even projected out, if we're using these numbers, how much it would be for Q4. So these are the numbers that we just saw in their October, dashboard metrics for October 2024. And looking at this, we can see that options right now, if they continue to hold up this level of volume, would make roughly $218 million in options, assuming they're charging the same rate, $71 million in cryptocurrency, assuming they're charging the same rate, and then equities, which we're also seeing would be a blowout quarter, and they have not hit this level in equities since all the way back in Q4 of 2021. Okay. This one is also based on their much lower take rate for equities at only 0.013 versus back then where we were almost charging double for equities. Okay. But ton more volume, lower pricing. It's actually better for the user and better for Robinhood because they're taking a larger market share. But that's only the first part of the story. If we actually take a look over at their volumes and see October, it's actually in a decent slump. Well, obviously, September and August were even lower, but November is starting to really take off. Now, what you're seeing in this chart is the pricing. What you need to look for is the volume, okay? It's a mix of both because they're charging based on the total, but really it's the volume that they're going to make a lot of money on. If you look just yesterday and today, especially, we are spiking in volume, roughly $300 billion worth. Whereas in other days in October, we're looking at only 60, 50, billion at some places. So it's potentially 6x on some of these days. And just as we're recording over these last couple minutes, Bitcoin is still hitting higher highs at now $89,000 per coin. So, where is this volume going to go? Well, it's going to go to places like Coinbase and Robinhood, etc. And this is proven by a tweet that Vlad just put out, which is literally showing that the apps that are now popping up in the finance charts is actually Robinhood, okay? Back at the number one spot. And as Vlad said, balance restored. I'm absolutely loving this. October numbers are great. I believe so far, although we're early, November numbers are looking exceptional. And this is not just people coming over for crypto. I mean, crypto is absolutely exploding right now, but equities are also going to do well, and so is options contracts. And that's not even bringing in the fact that event contracts on the election was also in October. Q4 is looking like it's going to be a spectacular quarter so far. Cannot wait to see the numbers for November and then what they put out in this quarter. But how are you guys playing this position? I mean, it's gone from $23 up to $34 essentially in the last couple of weeks. But are you still buying? Let me know down in the comments down below. But until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate your time. But bye for now.